What's up, and welcome back to another video, another episode of Life is F. Today I'm gonna give you guys a glute workout. It's gonna be real quick and short. I know y'all ain't got time, but here we go. So before I get started, I want to take this time to kind of give you guys a little bit of tidbits about myself. When I go to the gym, I never know like what workout specifically I'm gonna do. I don't usually have anything planned. What I do is just try to go and tire my muscles out. I almost always work to failure on every exercise, especially on the last set. And my favorite thing to work is lower body. So we're going to start off with the big boy first. The exercise or the movement that is going to use the most of our energy, which is the hip thrust. This is my holy grail for glute growth. This is my holy grail for activating my glutes, make sure they stay perky. And the reason I got this little patty cake, and if you do not know the basics of the hip thrust, you need to go visit Brett Contreras on YouTube. So the variation for this hip thrust that I'm using is a 1-4 to 1. As you can see, I'm almost going all the way to the top for a full hip thrust, but I'm stopping and then I'm incorporating even more glute muscle fibers to get to that whole range hip thrust motion. What we want it to do is burn more than the burn. You're going to do this at a weight that you can manage so that you're able to hold this at the top. We're always holding each set of these for at least 5 to 8 seconds. As you can see, it's killing me. But it's supposed to. So that was the first set. And we're going to do 3 sets of these. Also, I cannot stress to you enough how important water is. So make sure you have some very handy beside you, ready to drink. I think I drank water after every set. So we're gonna go ahead and do the second set, which every set is supposed to get harder and harder, guys. If it doesn't hurt after 10, you need to either increase reps or you need to increase weight and make sure that you can get 10 good ones in with good form. Form is very important, which is why I keep emphasizing Brett Contreras on YouTube. If you guys need to know the proper setup for the hip thrust, then he will definitely be the best instructor to give it to you. I just make sure that my feet are parallel but facing outward. Keep in mind that this can become a very dominant hamstring exercise, which is why my feet are facing outwards instead of front, because I will be incorporating more of my hamstrings than my glutes. And that's not what we want to do with this exercise. And then we're going to go ahead and superset with some single leg Bulgarian split squats. And I've been loving supersets lately just because I don't want to be in the gym for a long period of time. The purpose of a superset is to work the opposing muscle or the same muscle with a limited amount of rest time. Into the fun part but the not so fun part at the same time. We are going to add weight for these next 2 sets of hip thrusts, and they're just going to be regular standard hip thrusts. I'm not going to go too heavy because, as you can see, I can barely lift it. If you don't succeed on the first try, you can definitely try again, or probably add just a little less weight than what I did. But when I tell you guys that increasing my weight on hip thrust has caused me to see the most gains in my glutes, I kid you not, I've never seen my glutes grow this much. And I know it's because of the weight that I'm pushing in my hip thrust. And we also hold at the end of these just like the ones that we did before. And because the glute is the largest muscle in the body, it is able to lift so much. I lift probably about 3 times my own weight, or almost 3 times my own weight in hip thrust. I would have never thought that I would be able to lift this much. And since we are talking about weight, I want to go ahead and address something that is very vital towards your success with heavy hip thrust or lifting any heavy weights. You guys, make sure you're eating the right amount of protein, the right amount of carbs, because without the proper and essential nutrients, you're not even going to be able to make the neural connections that you need to make to be able to think that you can lift the weight that you're about to lift. Okay? It takes a lot of brain power to do so many things that we don't realize. So I just wanted you guys to make sure that you are aware that your mindset is very important. Your brain is very important, and to make sure that your brain is healthy, we need to be eating the right foods. Say it's gonna be 2 sets of 15 on the lowest weight of hip thrusts. What you're gonna do on this hip thrust, they should be really fast paced, or as fast as you can get them. And what I mean is that when you let go of the contraction at the bottom, make it quick. So I want these thrusts really quick. What this is going to do is going to fire those fast twitch fibers in the glutes. Focus on your form, focus on your technique. This is at the lowest weight, so you're able to do the most proper hip thrusts without making any mistakes. And fire those glutes up. So after 7 sets of different hip thrust variations, we're going to go ahead and get into our good mornings. These are kind of heavy on my back, so I just use the bar. I don't use any more weight that's attached to it. Some people also do this with a dumbbell. With these, you want to focus on snapping the hips up with that hinge movement, keeping your back flat. If you're not able to go all the way down like me, that is okay. Everybody's end of range of motion is different. Now we're going to get into another variation of good mornings. With the barbell, is going to be the single leg position. And I think I did like 10 on each leg for 2 sets. So that's 2 sets, 10 on each leg. So that's a total of 40. And the final exercise that we're going to get into is some jumping alternate lunges. I love these for cardio. I love these for endurance. And either jumping alternate lunges or jumping squats are my finisher exercises, just to go ahead and tire those muscles out. And I usually do about 15 to 20 of these for each set, and there's going to be 2 sets of these. And after all that, we get into stretching. It's important to stretch. I stretch before and after any and every workout that I do. And especially after every workout, you need to be focusing on rest and recovery, because that is what is going to get your muscles to grow the most, your nutrition, and how you recover from each and every exercise. Okay, y'all, that's it for my glute workout. I was a little slow today, but hopefully you guys try this at home. Thanks for watching. What the channel is again? I'm so confused. It's not All This Africa, it's Life is Health. Thanks for watching Life is Health. Subscribe, like, and comment if you like this video.